Good morning. It's a rather nice day. I had a message from a friend last night who is actually competing at Larkhill yesterday, and she said the ground was perfect, so that makes it pretty exciting. I'm really deliberate where I choose to run in early in the season. I don't have an event in March because I hate wind, I hate mud and I hate rain, but actually it's crept into this season. But Larkhill's always a really good event because it runs enough of the time. So Insey's got about an hour out this morning while I muck out and fiddle around with stuff with her little friend, the Duchess of Shetland, and then we will be heading off. So Insey's stable's just being done, so just sweep it up because later she'll come in after she's been platted and washed, and then I don't like stuff getting in the stud holes because after I've cleaned them out. So it's just been swept up, just need to get the blower out to tidy up the last bits of it. Do the Shetland stable, which is pretty easy. She's the most spoilt Shetland ever with her little window. There we go. And look, the barn is pretty much back to normal. I've got my feed room back, got my tack room back, so it's all rather good. And we've been moving and storing stuff because eventually a house will be built here, and so yes, got a bit of configuration change. So I think eventually this in here will be the new tack room, but which is quite good, quite a nice space from the current one, which is going to be turned into an office. So yes, just the Shetland to go. Quite excited about going to Larkhill. Haven't evented since March. I don't really have any expectations for today. Obviously I just like a nice good day out. Obviously this is my hobby, so I accept that problems sometimes occur. I've not gone cross-country schooling as much as I'd like, which is the only thing slightly worrying me. I've been out once. I went out with Cameron, and it was a good session, and the horse went really well, so actually I've just got to be confident on that. I did hack up over hills and mud the other day and streams just to try and off-road a bit, just in case, and she coped really well. So now it's just a case of see if my winter homeworks come off. On a good day she can do really well. On a day where she's got a learning day, well, sometimes you just have to ride what you've got. Yeah, so let's see what we've got. So one of my top tips for studs is I wash the horse first, because then it makes the stud holes better to clean out. So I'm a little bit impatient. So she's just going to get her socks done now. Washed off her body, she'll have a rub on in a minute, get socks. But yes, studs will get done after this because I found it is an awful lot easier doing stud holes after they've been bathed. So I personally do studs before we leave, and my Insey is very aware of what she's doing because stud holes are being cleaned. A little fret shadow of her is not being a calming influence because she's bored. Anyway, so my stud, this is a Bradul, it's BRADAWL, 75p, best thing I've ever found for picking out stud holes. I keep buying what I think will be an easier gadget, and then I end up going back to the basics, which is the short T-tap and a spanner. I've got so many cast-off stud things that I keep thinking, oh, that'll make life easier. It really doesn't, they don't work. So I think I spent 30 or 40 quid on stuff that doesn't work, and to be fair, the studs traditional stuff works. It's my basket of lotions and potions, so I've sprayed her main with the plaiting stuff while I do her stud holes, and obviously I've sprayed her tail as well, so we are ready. That will get brushed in a minute and plaited.
So clear round, but unfortunately one time false for Mr. Fan.
I think that must be the 90 show jumping. Looks rather nice. So this is another of my top tips. My friends will deny this, but if you want an easier show jumping, go on the level below. So if I'm competing at 100, I will go and join the 90 day. If I'm competing at novice, I will join the 100 day rather than the intermediate day because the show jumping is easier. People deny this, but this is my experience over 20 years, that is exactly what happens. And it's natural because what happens, of course, they put the course up, and the courses are designed for the technicality below rather than or up, so they tend to be nicer. So I'm just heading out onto cross country. This is the point-to-point course. How cool's that? It's always been kind of on my bucket list to do a point-to-point, but not ever managed it, and I think I'm probably too old now. So, go on out in a minute. So there we go, fence number 1.
Second place, many exits to the ball. Second on 33.1 and in third, Claudia Burton and Will Celtic Playboy on 30.
Fence 9. Hasn't got a very deep ditch, it's just a bit of a rider scarer, it's not very big. So just a case of eyes up, shoulders up, have the horse between hand and leg. Okay. So coming up to fence 10, it's another little combination. I'm just going to record all the combinations. So it's log, step down to corner, but there's a nice big distance between your corner and it's not particularly wide. So this is the point actually where you need to have them in good balance between hand and leg, shoulders up, head up, because then they might peak on landing and you've got enough power. It also gives them time to work out the step. So there's the step. Got to go between the flags so they don't wiggle out. And then you just have to make sure your line's like this, because the horse, if you're not careful, will pick up coming out, and you need them to pick up this. So again, nice straight line, so it's not very wide, so you can just ride into the middle, balance, and then ride straight afterwards. So, combination for this time of the year. We're off.
Off to Dressage. It's a bit of a trek at Larkhill to get to Dressage, so we'll see you over there. Just can't help herself. She's a dense little idiot today. At least she cantered without bucking. He spoke too soon. Interesting manoeuvre. Flying changes not required at BE100. Oh, she's a horror. Oh dear. That's first event of the season for you. On top of a windy hill. Dressage debrief, Lucy.
Well, wasn't obviously the test I planned for.
Look at the horse, she's so sweet.
Yes. So it wasn't what I really. One of the mistakes was mine, but the majority of them were hers. As in, she wasn't really. I don't think submission was a word in her vocabulary today.
She warmed up quite nicely, didn't she?
Yeah, and then just like got wound up, and then was sharp, and then bucked. But it's fine. You're more angry than I am.
I'm angry because she's such a capable horse and she does a stunning test. Don't you? Yeah, and she's so relaxed now, but she was pretty wicked in her test.
Yeah. Whereas I'm just really grateful to be here, be riding, you know, after last year and stuff. So I'm just like quite happy as Larry. It'll all come together at some point.
Well,
I'm happy just to have a mediocre day.
see how the jumping goes.
Now we have Lucy Council with her own Insey Insey. They have a dressage score of 34.3.
Very generous dressage judge. Oh, that's always helpful. Let's see. Such a little delight. Good job, Luce. Slow shoulders. Nice. Balance. Good job. Oh, you annoying horse. Unnecessary.
So, my voiceover for cross country. We come out the start box really well. She is velvet, but she's straight onto the first fence, and she pops out nicely. She's over jumping very slightly, but she's keen. You can see when she's like gets herself unbalanced and she's a bit keen, she sort of like moves the head a bit. But also she's got such a long stride, I can't let her go as much as she would like to, because then she just eats up the distances. So that one's pretty good. This fence coming up, I took the slightly longer route round. If I was going to move up a level, I'd have cut inside, but I wasn't bothered about time today, so I took the outside route to be straight, which then job's fine. Coming up to this one, I thought I did a really good job preparing her and getting her set up. I had definitely had the right speed, she eyed it up, and then speed was
Oh.
off. So absolutely disrupts her rhythm and has this really stupid stop. So that was quite annoying.
Oh well,
Come
it was
round
a day
again,
to do it.
and then I just ride a lot more
Dressage in the pole.
determinedly so that she's not
At
looking
least
up.
you
I
weren't
just
in the lead.
didn't even expect her to do that, but she's just, her brain is all over the place today, so
No problems the second time of
there we go,
asking
doesn't
for the
even look at it the
count.
second time. At this point I'm just like, oh, I just need to hack around, so just take the pressure out of the speed and come up to the next one. Again, she's fighting, I don't think she's really thinking that. She jumps up well enough and then gets a bit close, but otherwise it's fine.
So, no time penalty, face total of 32.8. That just drops you in provisional 11th place there, Oliver. Corbin and Wildcat Queen there, safely home.
It is 8 o'clock at night. I've just got back and obviously in my car. I'm just about to head home. The horse is fed, stabled and everything. It has not been the best day. Actually, do you know what I'm most annoyed about? My boots. The zip. Yep, so I came to take off my precious brown De Niro boots, and the zip is gone. So that was really annoying. And actually I'm more annoyed about that than the results of the horse. The horse was completely over the top today. She wasn't focused in cross country. Normally, in the past, I've cross-country schooled very close to an event. I have not had that opportunity because of the weather. There's nothing you can do. I hoped she'd come out a bit better today. She didn't. She was the first stupid stop was because she spooked at the ground, and then she was completely told me she was going for number 10, the log down step, and then ducked out at the last minute. So I'm really annoyed about that because she actually fibbed me. And she does know better, but she just wasn't focused, concentrating. Can't worry about it, fall off, so what, get back on again, train harder. So my aim is to try and go cross-country schooling this week. That will be hard because the weather is against me. I've got an entry in for Oxtals on Sunday, but Oxtals is a nice course, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll just have to see what happens. In the past, I'd be lying on the floor, sobbing and sobbing about my day today. Literally, it's been a disaster from start to finish. Started with the journey when somebody tried to pull out in front of us while we were going 60 on the A303, and it really hasn't got any better. But you know, that's horses, can't worry about it. There's no point getting so upset about this stuff. Do you know what? It just happens. I think this is old age talking. Do you know what? We all have crap days, and that's why it makes the good days even better. Last year, I think it's changed my mentality about it. Just get on with it. Train harder, work harder, and keep believing that it will come true one day, and that's all you can do. Mind you, saw a friend today, they had an equally crap day, so on a horse that's much more experienced than mine and much more reliable normally, so it just happens to it's the first event of the season. Can't set your whole season by it, can't lie there sobbing in a corner because it's all gone wrong. Just carry on. Yeah, it'll all be fine in the end if you work hard enough. I know the horse is seriously talented. She's always had a tricky brain because she's just very sharp. She is sharp. She was still bucking in the cross-country warm-up because she was still full of it. I have got her fit, which is good. I hate unfit horses. It literally drives me mad. But with that, not doing enough cross-country schooling just meant I had an unfocused horse who came out very cocky and then went very green. So we'll just work on it. And it'll get better and come back to it all and just keep going. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed my disaster of a day. I think it's quite nice to see that I used to have really good results, but it just hasn't happened, and so I can't worry about it. It'll happen again at some point. It'll all fall together in pieces. I've got the right horse. I've got enough experience. I train hard enough. Got good coaches. Sometimes it just on a run of bad luck or a run of crap results, and just learn your lessons and get on with it. But anyway, so yes, onwards and upwards, and we'll see what happens this week.